Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something really quite captivating, the African sable antelope.
A truly iconic animal.
Absolutely. And this deep dive, it's based on some fascinating insights we got from an interview with Travis Wier. He's the founder of Global Hunting Solutions.
Yeah, a veteran in the field, right?
Yeah.
Over 30 years guiding hunts. Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas.
Yeah.
Quite the resume.
Exactly. So our mission for you today is to really unpack why the sable antelope is often called the crown jewel of African plains game.
And what makes just encountering them, let alone hunting them, such a sought-after experience.
Okay, let's get into it.
Well, what's really interesting here, I think, is that Travis Weir's perspective gives us more than just, biological facts.
Right.
It's a window into a very specific kind of African adventure. It helps us understand this niche world, which is actually pretty significant.
So thinking about the animal itself, that appearance, it's just, wow.
Oh, incredibly striking.
The source describes these glossy black coats, these really impressive tall manes, and then those horns.
Those long, curved, scimitar-shaped horns. Yeah, they are right back over the body.
Travis calls them breathtaking to see in person, and, well, clearly a serious trophy.
For sure. And context-wise, geographically, you're mostly looking at Southern Africa.
Okay, so places like South Africa.
South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, those sorts of areas.
And habitat, what do they prefer?
They tend to like mixed woodland and savanna environments. And crucially, they often stay pretty close to permanent water sources.
Right. Water's always key. Now, here's something that really stood out from the interview. Travis specifically mentions properties in South Africa's Limpopo province.
Yes.
He says they have exceptional genetics for sable there. What does that actually mean in practical terms? Why focus there?
Well, exceptional genetics in this context, it basically refers to sable populations known for consistently producing those really desirable traits.
Like the bighorns.
Exactly. Large, well-curved horns, robust body size, the things hunters are often looking for. It's not just about having sable present. It's about the quality, the lineage, known for producing these, well, world-class animals.
Okay.
And that's why Global Hunting Solutions concentrates its efforts there. It's about ensuring that quality of experience and the potential for encountering truly top-tier sable.
Which leads us nicely to this whole idea of a benchmark, doesn't it?
Right.
What defines a world-class sable?
The interview is pretty clear on that.
Yeah, it says a bull with horns measuring over 50 inches. That seems incredibly specific.
It is. And these aren't just average bulls. We're talking about old, mature animals.
Right. The source mentions fully flared horns and that iconic dark coloration, that deep, almost black coat.
Making them, as Travis puts it, a standout trophy on any wall.
So hitting that 50-inch mark, what's the real significance for a hunter?
Well, it's huge. It signifies more than just size. It speaks to the animal's age, its survival, its dominance, and frankly, the challenge involved in finding such a specific, mature bull.
So it's a big deal for everyone, basically, first-timers or experienced hunters.
Absolutely. Whether you're a first-timer fulfilling a lifelong dream, or maybe a seasoned hunter working on their SCI milestones.
SCI being Safari Club International, tracking achievements.
Exactly. Those recognized milestones.
Mm-hmm.
For either group, reaching that benchmark is deeply significant. Travis talks about that unforgettable moment when a hunter finally walks up on a bull like that.
Yeah.
It represents the culmination of the effort, the skill, the patience, and a real respect for the animal itself.
So that pursuit, finding an animal with those specific characteristics, the horn length, the flare, the color, the age, that's clearly a major driving force.
Definitely.
Okay, so given these animals are described as alert and able to vanish into the brush quickly, how does the actual hunt work? The method mentioned is spot and stalk.
Right, and that's central to the whole experience Travis describes.
Is it just tradition, or?
No, it's much more about the principle of fair chase. Travis really emphasizes this.
Explain that a bit more.
Well, spot and stalk means you're actively searching for the animal, often initially from a vehicle to cover ground on these large properties.
Okay.
But then, once sighted, it's about a careful approach on foot, using cover, wind directions, stealth. It's about entering their world on their terms.
Relying on skill, not just technology or setups.
Precisely. It demands patience, observation skills, both from the hunter and the PH, the professional hunter guiding them. It embodies true fair chase hunting.
And crucially, the interview notes this happens on massive private properties with real free-roaming sable.
Yes, and he specifically contrasts that with high-fence enclosures. It's a key distinction, ensuring the encounter is authentic, challenging, and ethical.
Makes sense. And supporting this fair chase approach, there's obviously a lot that goes into it. The interview mentions extensive scouting beforehand.
Absolutely. Knowing the terrain, the water sources, the herd movements.
The expertise of the PHs, who know these animals inside out.
Their knowledge is indispensable. Reading tracks, understanding behavior.
And then strategic setups, I suppose, to get hunters within ethical shooting distance once an animal is stalked.
Right. It's about maximizing the chance for a clean, ethical shot after the stalk.
But it's clearly not just about the hunt itself, is it? The source paints a picture of a much broader experience.
Oh, absolutely. It describes a full luxury safari.
Like returning to a 5-star Limpopo safari lodge after being out in the bush.
Yeah, chef-prepared meals, comfortable accommodation, the works.
And handling all the details, too, like professional field preparation of the trophy.
Crucial logistical support.
And even options for non-hunting companions. Family members, maybe?
Right. Things like photo safaris, spa treatments, fishing nearby, ensuring everyone has a great experience.
It sounds very comprehensive.
It really does. Travis seems to describe it as the full African experience. You get the luxury, the adventure, and that sense of authenticity all kind of rolled into one.
Okay, so wrapping this up. What does this all mean for you, the listener? We've really dug into why the sable antelope holds this crown jewel status.
We've looked at their stunning appearance, their preferred habitats, particularly in places like Limpopo, known for those exceptional genetics.
And we unpacked what makes a world-class sable that 50-inch horn benchmark and why it signifies so much about maturity and the challenge.
Plus, we explored the spot and stalk method, really emphasizing that fair chase principle on these large free roaming properties.
Right, and touched on that whole luxury safari package that surrounds the hunt itself.
So Travis suggests, and I think it's a powerful thought, that encountering sable is more than just a hunt.
How so?
He frames it as a connection to wild Africa, to the spirit of adventure, and to a legacy of ethical world-class hunting.
A legacy. Interesting.
Yeah, so maybe a final thought to consider. What does it really mean to connect with a wild environment and its animals, maybe through pursuits like this? And how does that commitment to ethical world-class hunting, as described here, contribute not just to personal adventure, but to a broader legacy?
Regardless of whether you hunt yourself or not.
Yeah. Exactly. What does that pursuit, conducted in this specific way, imply about our relationship with the wild today? Something to mull over.
Definitely something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of the African sable antelope.